Scoop, 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 scoop. ScroobyTube. ScroobyTube.
Can you do a short one? ScroobyTube.
Okay, welcome to ScroobyTube D&D. Here we are playing Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 Vanilla. We are joined today by Weirdly Legal.
Hey guys.
We're joined by Nerdherder.
Hey.
Hemmetcrab.
That's me.
And Guy Favvx. That's me. Today, we're going to actually playing our second night of D&D. Due to technical difficulties, our first night did not record. But don't you worry, we still have the character creation up for you to see. And trust me, that's really exciting as that night got. So,
that's what it.
today we join our adventurers, and could everyone please explain their character? We'll start with Nerdherder.
What? Okay. I'm gonna need to put in epic music or something. My name is Proven God Domain. I'm a full elf fighter. I'm lawful good, and I follow the Church of Heronius. I'm based around dexterity, but I use 2 weapons, so that's gonna be fun. And Proven secretly hopes to someday become a guild leader. Good. And he also goes by Venny.
Spike.
That's it.
Next up, Hemmetcrab.
My name is Stanton. We're rogue. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah! This is how it went last time.
Describe yourself a little bit.
I'm a
I really
male.
hurt my forehead with my brain.
I have a wiener.
You sure?
Okay, describe your looks and...
I'm 29 years old. I'm a male. My height is 6'5". I'm tall. I am 195 pounds.
So you're like
pure uncut glory.
You don't really have to give us the exact details, more of a... If someone were walking on the street and they saw you, what would they see?
You'd see a dude wearing a pretty cool looking cloak. Some very shady outfit, maybe a vest. Well, not really. Or like a oh, it's hard to explain. It's kind of like
So he wears a mesh shirt.
And his nickname is McLovin.
I look a lot like an assassin.
So you're shady. Okay, moving on. Thank you for your
I
description.
look a lot like an assassin, carrying 2 swords
Wait, no.
and quite a few throwing knives. By 5, it's quite a few.
Okay, so that's our lengthy
Yeah,
explanation
swords.
of what Stanton looks like. No last name, by the way.
Get that later.
My character's name is Glory Runheim. My guy is a cleric. He stands fairly tall for a dwarf. He's fairly hefty also. He's got red hair and tan skin. He's also got black eyes with white irises, so his eyes are inverted. He's just crafted himself his personal set of full mail, and it has what looks like a Mayan sun coming off of the shoulders. Big curved blades that look like sunlight coming from his shoulders. And yeah, that's my character. And then now joining us for the first night, because he sadly couldn't join us for last session, we have Weirdly Legal. What does your character look like?
Alright, so I'm playing a half-elf cleric by the name of Juan more time. But I serve the Church of Grumsh, which is like the patron saint of the orcs, so basically pokey pokey, stabby stabby, kill the things. That's the entire Bible. That's all we read. And it's, decently tall health alpha. Sitting at a good 210, so I ain't no twig. And my eyes are piercing. My hair is flowing. And my skin is soft. That's all you need to know. No colors, just piercing. And
What does that look like?
I like to stab things in the rectum with a spear.
Okay, that's our description from Barely Legal.
No homo.
A little bit late on that.
So to catch you guys up, since you guys have no idea what we're doing, for this D&D session, for this D&D campaign, what we're doing is each night we play, we're going to have a different dungeon master. We're going to rotate amongst the four of us. So last night, we had Nerdherder DM for us, and he made a spectacular dungeon, and it was loads of fun, but sadly you guys can't see it. So to recap, we were hired by a paladin to clear out an old estate from a dead married couple. We went in, we killed a bunch of goblins and rats. I got swarmed by bats, and some ghosts tried to kill us.
I killed them.
That was good, man.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
We had a pretty hard time in some areas, but in other areas we killed like 3 pseudo-dragons
Hard like my
in 2 turns. So it was pretty interesting, and we're sad that you missed it, but afterwards we made it back to the town, we sold a bunch of stuff, and then me and Nerdherder sat down and practiced our crafting skills, and
And
For
I
the
went to
next
sleep.
year.
for a surprising 42 weeks, I spent crafting my armor. Yeah, that was fun. And so we find our adventurers 1 year after their latest adventure. And they're still living in the town. Sorry, Nerdherder, what was the name of the town?
Coolsville.
The metropolis is named Rados.
Rados.
The biggest town in the plane.
So we find our 3 adventurers in Rados. Yes, sadly, Barely Legal has not joined our friend group yet. He is still an outsider. His friend request is pending on Facebook. We'll
And
see.
Xbox.
And Twitter.
And
We don't even let
PSN.
them follow us.
It's okay, I'm used to not being loved.
Oh, I know.
He
Yeah.
sits in the dark hallway in the school.
There's no
You just even go to school.
Yeah, I've been graduated for like ever.
That's why you sit in the dark
Yeah,
corner
he
of the school.
still sits in the dark corner of the school. I see him every day.
You're the guy who gives kids drugs.
Hey man, I need
That's you?
I need human
I thought it was
interaction.
strawberry
in some form.
candies.
Wow. That changes your life.
Nope, Chuck Testa.
Jeez, I still go there.
John Cena.
I need to stop buying candy from you. Okay, so back on topic. Our 3 adventurers have spent the last year crafting and working and making some money and doing some things. And now they've started to feel like they really want to go do something exciting again. They don't like the common everyday life. So they go back to the paladin. What was his name? The paladin who shall not be named. Stop shaking dice. Okay. So, our adventurers find their way back to the inn where they last met him.
I'll get his name.
And so here we find our adventurers. First up, we'll have Hemmetcrab. Would you like to go into the bar? You're all standing outside the bar, all 3 of you. So you guys can decide what you're doing. This is pretty much just a warm-up, so you guys get the hang of it.
I look at all of you 3 and I'll say, I'll be back. And I walk into the bar with a swag in my step.
A swag?
Yeah.
Exactly how many?
46%?
46%.
Don't want to be too cocky, but I want the girls to notice.
So after getting used to this guy's habits for the past year, Glory rolls his eyes and struts in after him.
You're strutting too?
Yeah, we all came to the bar together.
You don't have to strut right behind me. Now they're going to be looking at you.
Venny struts in behind Glory and makes sure he makes. Oh no, yeah, he's the last one in the group. He's a full elf. He's proud of it. He kind of gives his ears a little, I don't know what you call it. He kind of
Flick.
no, he like instead of like curling the edge of your mustache,
You curl your skin.
Caressing
he
his
just kind of
ears.
like
Just
caresses the tips of his ears
Why do you put your hands a foot above your head for
because they're
caressing
like
your
this
ears?
tall.
You have 18-inch elf ears.
It doesn't have to
Whoa!
like I can say. It can change back and forth.
I farted.
Change back.
He tweaks
You have
it.
shape-shifting elf ears.
Oh yeah, you didn't notice?
That's for you.
Apparently
Thank you.
not.
Well, now you're the DM. You should probably know this. Tweaks his ears and he struts
That
in
wasn't when my
behind
character was created. Now he's tweaking out apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so our three adventurers walk single file into the bar, looking pretty swankin'. You know, we're looking pretty good. And we strut right back to that room where we last met the paladin, and sure enough, there he sits at the table. Just
His
drinking ale, 10 a.m., you know?
With
That's
a
pretty
big
normal.
smile on his face.
His last name was Gertrude.
Sorry?
His last name was Gertrude.
The paladin Gertrude. Okay, so he's sitting in his usual spot in the bar. He's got a private room, drinks ale all day, every day, takes money from the church.
Thug life.
You know, the usual.
He's like the sheriff of this area.
Yeah.
Big head of this.
He prevented my character from having a terrible rat disease,
Mitt Romney.
Hey, I know that guy.
Hey!
and we're all dead.
Rob Ford.
Okay,
Neil Armstrong.
and so you guys walk up and you say,
He's cool. Like that guy.
Hail there, Paladin Gertrude. It's
Hail
been long
there.
since we've seen you.
yes, it has.
20%.
What are you doing nowadays? I haven't seen you at church lately.
I've been busy with my mining, you know. I've been
Ah.
spending the past bit.
Well, I hope to see you there next Sunday, if that exists in this world.
There are no Sundays, only misery.
6-day week. We got Sunday.
6 days a week, all Monday.
So the Happy Days theme song would be Monday.
Monday, Monday,
Monday,
Monday,
Monday,
Monday, Monday, Monday.
Tuesday. The weekend comes. It's one day long.
It comes once a year on your birthday.
We are slaves to this construct.
Okay. So he says, well, I sure hope to see you next Sunday at church.
Of course, if I'm in town, I will do my best.
Would you like to say anything?
Sorry, I'm still laughing on the inside.
Glory pipes up and he says, we were wondering if you had any work for us. We've really gotten bored of the casual life and we'd like to do something exciting again.
Filthy casuals.
What? Anyways,
So ignoring that comment.
I
What'd you
actually
say?
love you.
Actually, sadly, we don't have any jobs for you right now. But we were looking into
I'm gonna go drop
this
off.
recent cave we stumbled upon.
Nah,
That's your character just says nah.
no, that'd be funny though.
Okay.
Nah, bro.
We've gone into the entrance, but it seems like it's just one corridor and an altar that says the Almighty Karot rests here.
Kakarot.
The Karot.
Karot.
Karot? Is it Karot?
Kakarot.
Bro, I was gonna say
Karot.
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 Oh, okay,
Oh,
next
Karot,
time,
okay,
Kakarot.
The Almighty, may the Almighty Karot rest here.
Did you play Minecraft with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember the
To
kid?
fill in the watchers, last session,
That's what we've been doing.
I'm sorry.
It's an
Glory
Easter egg.
came upon a scroll
Tell me.
that was saying stuff about trying to summon this
Sure.
Karot. He had to decipher it using his cleric's wisdom, and he figured out that this was indeed a scroll to summon the mighty Karot. But he refused to tell the paladin about it when he returned from his adventures.
The fool.
So the paladin has just told you guys that he's heard of this cave to Karot, and he was wondering if you guys were interested in checking it out. You guys all know, by the way, Glory told you all that about what was on the scroll. So you guys all know about.
You need to speak up.
You guys all know about Karot.
It's being recorded from that thing up there. That thing's just secondary.
Oh!
Veni kind of puts his arms around his two friends. Well, guys, looks like we're getting out of town.
I glance at you. Vinny, and I say, "Are you sure about this one? Remember the last time?"
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't know what your problem
No,
is.
and then I said, "We almost all died."
I didn't get hurt.
You didn't?
No.
What?
No, you got rid of it.
No.
Yeah, because there was that room with like
Oh,
the
yeah.
15 goblins.
Yeah, okay, I needed... Yeah,
Okay,
You
playback.
went down to
Let's
the
go.
snow.
I take it back.
Wait, we can't.
That's why I had to run in and tank the pseudo dragons while you guys like raped them.
Insta-killed him.
We all raped a pseudo dragon. It was ridiculous.
That was awesome. So.
There was 3, and
There's a picture.
Much weeping and gnashing
Yes.
of teeth.
I went in, I crit the first one, it just cried and crumbled into a ball. The second one got destroyed by the elf, and then the rogue came in, missed a few times, but ultimately killed the 3rd pseudo dragon. He was doing pretty sad by that point.
I'm doing the sad.
Excuse me.
I say
Oops.
to the paladin if we are doing this, is there any way you could give me 3 more daggers?
Why 3?
Because that's
So
all.
why do you ask me? You have your own money.
I do, but you're the one sending us on this quest.
The paladin or the cleric? You mean me,
I don't know.
Glory, or the
Whoever's-
paladin?
Who's what?
He's a cleric. The paladin's the guy who isn't one.
Okay, never mind. I take that back. I want to buy freaking 3 daggers.
Yeah, right now we're talking about doing the mission. Or not.
Yeah, well, okay, take the
Right
mission.
now, we're sitting in the bar talking to the paladin about this cave. And
I want to go.
He wants to go.
Proven.
I said I'll go where you guys go.
I'm in. I'm ready for an adventure.
Excellent.
Alright, so the 3 of our adventurers exit the tavern, and seems like Hemmetcrab just wanders off to go find something without telling his friends where he's going.
Bye.
Bye.
It's pretty usual. The other 2 are used to this by now.
Yeah, shit happens.
Thug life.
It's like,
Thug Life walks off to get Dave.
so, fuck the police, go to
Really?
the underground.
Yeah, how tall is your character again?
6'1".
6'1", and he's pretty hefty.
But you're short.
Yeah, 210. So you know,
Badass.
alright, good.
Okay,
Typical John Cena.
More like Rainbow Stereo.
so we find our shady-looking friend here walking through the town that he knows oh so well. And as he walks through the center of the town, he collides with a rather large man who kind of just grumbles, "Sorry," and then continues along his way.
That is one Canadian person. Oh
Hey
my
guys,
god.
look, a Canadian.
He's like, sorry. He's like, want a dimbity? Oh, sorry.
Screw off with your Dunkin' Donuts. Canada runs on Tim's, eh?
What was that? What was your Put your ass in the swimming, bud.
And Stanton continues to the store. We join Stanton in the Smithy's shop. He's busy hammering on a tool. You stand at the front desk.
On the front desk.
You stand on top of the front desk.
I can just see us like the imagining of someone imagining this.
What would you like to do?
Walk in and then there's like standing in front of the and then all of a sudden, bing! I'm on top of the desk.
Sounds like Skyrim.
Yeah, he does actually.
Just put a basket over the head and take everything.
My sneak ability is full.
You don't even need to sneak. They just can't see you, so it's just like mine. And then steal the basket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it blocks their field of vision. So if you put a basket over their head, you can like sneak around and take everything, and they can't see you. Like you could be standing in front of them. There's this pile of gold in front of them, and you're just like, "Thank you."
Except they've added new like skins, on, like invisible walls on lots of the baskets, so they actually like land on their head, and then whoop, they just fall right off.
I think Bethesda needs to be burned down.
How do you get
Is
a
that
basket
a
to go on their
game?
head?
Huh?
If you hold the pick up button, you can move objects.
Yeah,
Oh.
you don't need the spell telekinesis. You can just lift, which is why I.
Yeah, because telekinesis, you like force it into their face. You're like, that's really funny. Basket.
I did a playthrough where you guys have watched like The Last Airbender, right? Avatar.
Yeah.
You know the cabbage salesman.
Movie.
I did a playthrough as the cabbage salesman. So in towns, I just pick up cabbages and just force blast them into people's faces.
Do
You're like, my cabbages!
Do people get mad when you do that, or is it like it's an inanimate object, so it's like?
Lots of them go, and they sort of get hit, and then they're like, "Don't do that. I'll call the guards."
Yep. Or the guards will tell you to put those flames away when there's no flame.
They're phrase for magicians. If you're casting spells, they'll say, "Put those flames away."
And you're sitting there with ice, just like, really?
I just feel like, dude, you need to chill out.
I had an enchanted sword, and it was enchanted
Don't give me that look.
with an ice enchantment, and he was like, "Put those flames away," and I'm just holding my sword. And another guy was like, "It's really. I don't like it when you approach me with weapons drawn or whatever." Except he was standing like 15 feet away from me. He just like walked out of the guard's house, turned to me 15 feet away. I don't like it when you approach me with weapons.
It's like those people who try to talk crap to you